Good morning. It's like 6:30 right now, and I am not a early morning workout kind of person. I do it when I have to. These days, I've actually been really liking an afternoon workout because it kind of breaks up my day at the computer and it re-energizes me a little bit. But today, I don't have time for that, so I have to get my workout in bright and early. I'm still super sore from like 2 days ago, so I'm gonna see how I feel, but we might just be kind of taking it easy during the workout. All right, let's do it. We did it. I'm just gonna do a couple of my stretches, a few new PT exercises, which I will update you guys on later, maybe roll out a little bit, and then we're all done. Even though I'm not like the biggest fan of morning workouts, they definitely feel really good when they're done and you get the day started, you accomplish something really early in the day, and then it's kind of out of the way. So yeah, I'm happy that I squeezed it in before my busy day later. So on the agenda today, I have to do alchemy stuff. If anybody is interested, we are hosting 2 camps in 2024. We were originally doing our East Coast camp again, but then we decided to add a West Coast camp, which I'm very excited about. It's in January. It's at a beautiful bayfront hotel in San Diego, and I think it's gonna be a great time. I freaking love San Diego. Then later on, I have 2 makeup clients right down the road at the salon that I freelance for sometimes. So I'm excited about that. And then I have kids class at the gym, and then tonight I work the front desk at the gym. So it's a pretty packed day filled with a lot of different things. And then it's a busy weekend with weddings. I have a wedding tomorrow early in the morning. I have a wedding on Sunday. So it'll be a busy couple of days, which is a good thing. But before we do anything else, we gotta make some coffee. It's been a little while since I've posted on here. I actually filmed a video probably about a month ago now, and story of my life, like I just feel like I am busy and it's hard to prioritize the time for these videos, and I have to be better with it. And I went to go start editing it the other day again. I was so uninspired by it because I filmed it a month ago, and now there's just more updates to give you guys and more things to chat about. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna delete it and film a whole new kind of day in the life vlog type of video. You know, I keep saying I want to grow this channel, and that can't happen if I don't work on it, so I have to be better. There really is just nothing better than your morning coffee. This is my favorite half and half that I use in my coffee every day. I don't use the flavored creamers. I don't add any sugar to my coffee, although they are delicious. I try to keep it pretty simple day to day. On the weekends, if I go to a coffee shop or something, then I'll usually get something like a little bit more exciting, but just at home, this is my favorite thing to do. All right, I am gonna get started with work, and we will catch up later and chat about life updates and jiu-jitsu and injury updates and all of the things. So I will see you later. Okay, so I just have to pop in here really quick because I'm super excited about something. So sorry, everything is going off. I have been busy confirming and negotiating all week with instructors for our West Coast camp and the East Coast camp. So like I said earlier, the West Coast camp is going to be in San Diego in January, and our East Coast camp is going to be in the Poconos next May, the same location that we had at this past May. So we have 2 instructors confirmed so far for the West Coast. We have Christina Barlan, I don't know, I forget how to pronounce her name, I'm sorry, and Amanda Bruce. So I am so excited to have the 2 of them, and I'm in the works of getting 2 more instructors. For the East Coast, I have 1 pretty much confirmed. I'm sending over her contract today, and I just heard back from another instructor that I am so excited about. I'm like super hyped, so I hope that I can definitely get her on board. Oh man, these camps, they're gonna be awesome. Alchemy stuff is done for now. I will probably work more tonight, but for now, I have to get my kit already unpacked and ready to go for my makeup applications today. This kit is my baby. I love her so much. I have worked so hard the past 8 or so months revamping her, and I'm obsessed. Look how freaking cute this little fan is. So cute. Before I do any new job, I always go through my kit. I make sure everything is perfectly organized. I make sure that everything is sparkling clean. I refill all of my disposables. I pack individual brush sets for however many people I'll be working on that day. As a makeup artist, hygiene and organization are key. You can be the most talented makeup artist in the world, but if your kit is dirty, if you're not cleaning it and sanitizing after every single client, if you're using dirty brushes, if you're just in general not practicing good hygiene while you're doing someone's face, no bueno. Like that is not okay. It is very easy to potentially cause infection or pass along just gross things that nobody wants to catch if you are not practicing good hygiene as a makeup artist. All right, my kit is done and packed. So now I want to get all of Todd's meals ready for tomorrow. So I cook all of his meals the night before. This way they're all ready for him the next day, because he usually leaves really early in the morning and doesn't get home until like 10 o'clock at night. So I always want to make sure he has plenty of good, nutritious meals. And usually I do it at night when I get back from teaching the kids classes, but tonight, since I work the front desk, I won't be getting home till like 9:30, and then I have to be up at 4:30 tomorrow morning, so I really don't want to cook when I get home tonight since I have to be up early tomorrow. So I would like to get it all done this afternoon. No, it's not the afternoon. It's still the morning. So I would like to get it all done this morning. This way everything is all set and ready to go for him, and then also my food is ready for tomorrow. So let's cook. So this is the system here. I lay out all of the Tupperware. I already boiled the eggs this morning, so I'm just gonna crack those open. I'm a little upset because I was gonna make this low-carb zucchini lasagna that I made last week, and Todd loved it. It was really good, I will say so myself, but I freaking forgot to defrost ground beef. And for us, we eat meat with every meal, so having a meal without like a good source of protein, just like, I don't know, to me isn't really worth it. So I don't want to make the lasagna without the ground beef. So I do have leftover chicken, and I can make him another like harvest salad that I made him for today. So I guess maybe tomorrow I can do the lasagna, but I really wanted to make that today because it was easy. But yeah. So we are just working with what we got. I have leftover rice, leftover chicken that I'm gonna cut up and put in there. We are gonna do some kale. He is not a greens kind of person, but I try to sneak it in sometimes, and this salad is really good. The key with kale is to massage it. It is a life changer. Have any of you guys had sweet green and their harvest bowl? I used to get it all the time when I worked in the city, and it's so good, but honestly, it's probably filled with seed oils. So this is like the super clean version. I'm gonna put the kale on the cutting board so that I can massage it. You gotta massage the kale, baby. That's the only way it's gonna taste good. I'm gonna add some leftover sweet potato, some delicious goat cheese. The goat cheese is really what pulls the whole salad together. If you don't like goat cheese, it's kind of like a love it or you hate it type of thing. If you don't like it, then I feel like feta would probably be really good in here. I could probably use a bigger container. We're gonna throw some nuts in there for a little crunch, and that is it. Beautiful. A little tight squeeze. Let's see. Yeah. For his breakfast, I do pretty much the same thing every day. Thankfully, he's not very picky at all. 2 eggs, avocado, raw cheddar. I'm gonna throw in some of my delicious homemade sourdough. Yes, that's another update. I have hopped on fully on board the sourdough train, and I'm obsessed with making bread. It is so delicious. I can't stop making it. From start to finish, it took me about 3 weeks to make my starter, which is essentially like the fermented flour. 3 weeks to make that, and then it took a couple of tries of making the bread to get it right. There's a lot of kind of like science to making this bread, but I've pretty much gotten it down, and I'm gonna start experimenting with different flavors soon, but I'm obsessed. I also usually make him a yogurt bowl. This is one of my favorite yogurts to use. I have a bunch of berries that I can put in there. I love to top it off with raw honey. So this is everything that I packed for him for tomorrow. Now it's time for me to eat for the first time today. It is 11 o'clock exactly, and I made the same thing for myself, this like harvest bowl thing. I made a homemade dressing just with a really good quality olive oil, honey, Dijon mustard. I put a little bit of spices in there, pepper, garlic, parsley. So this week I've actually been experimenting with intermittent fasting. I never really got the hype or believed in it. You know, there's so much controversy over it, but I've started following this doctor who talks a lot about fasting and syncing it with your cycle as a woman. Our bodies are so different than a man's body, and our hormones run completely different. So I've just been doing some research and listening to a lot of her podcasts and a lot of her videos. So all week I've been doing a 16-8 fast, where I fast for about 16 hours and then I have an 8-hour eating window. So I'll stop eating at 8 p.m. and then eat again around noon. Today was a 15-hour fast, so it kind of varies a little bit, and then especially syncing it with my cycle. Depending on what phase I'm in, you alter the fasting a little bit. So today I did 15 hours, and I mean, it's fine. I'm not going to be like insanely strict with it, but I am trying to be as consistent as possible. And the way that I track my cycle is with the Oura Ring. I track my cycle, I track my fertility, and this synced with the Natural Cycles app lets me know what phase of my cycle that I'm in. If you're a woman and you haven't gone in depth on what actually goes on with your cycle every month, it's so interesting, and it's so wild to me that this is not something that we're taught as young girls. Like, why am I in my 30s and I'm just learning all about the phases of my cycle, what hormones drop and rise at which week I'm in? It's so crazy. It's so interesting. So yeah, that's the latest scoop on that. I stopped training jiu-jitsu again. I mean, I guess I started. I did. I attempted it in March when I hit 6 months post-op, and it felt pretty good. And then maybe like 2 or so months later, I started taking classes at my gym. I did that for like 2 to 3 weeks. And again, I felt good. I felt like I was getting a little bit more comfortable, but I was also just very, very fearful when I was rolling, and my leg still doesn't feel right. Like, it's not normal. I still feel stuff going on. I feel no pain, but it's just, I don't know how to describe it. So I was just very fearful when I was rolling, and there was 1 week where my leg felt significantly different. Like, I stopped lifting, I felt so restricted, like way more than usual, and I took a break, and then that kind of got me thinking, you know, is this really worth it? Like, should I be training right now because I'm so fearful and my leg is not normal? Like, is it worth it? So I kind of got in my head and I've stopped training. The good thing though is I actually started with a new physical therapist this past Tuesday. My good friend Seppi, who I've done a few of the rolling videos with before on my channel. I love her, and she has been so kind and so helpful throughout this whole process of getting injured and having surgery. She did get me in with her physical therapist, who is top notch. She's been going to him for years. He solely works with athletes and fighters. He's worked with Chris Weidman. I'm very excited, and we had a great session this week, and he does a lot of manual therapy and just sort of alternative forms of therapy versus like just stretching and just working out. So I'm very excited to continue with him. He seems so knowledgeable. He really seems like he knows what he's doing. So I'm excited to just work out the kinks a little bit with my leg and really start working on developing my confidence and my mentality towards coming back to jiu-jitsu. Moving right along on this crazy day, let's go do some makeup. It is so humid outside. I gotta blast the AC for a few minutes because it is so humid out and I gotta cool down before I go anywhere. All right, let's go. So I actually got finished doing makeup earlier than expected. I had the cutest clients ever. I got done early. I got to come home, get changed, take a breath, and now I'm gonna go to the gym. This is the Gym Fit. It's this matching royal sweatsuit that I love so much. I could literally live in this thing. I think it's so cute. And yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna get a coffee first, of course, and then kids class, front desk, and then I'll be home around 9:30, and then that'll be the end of the day. It was a long, busy, but good day. I just repacked my kit for tomorrow. I have to be up at 4:30 for a wedding, so it's an early day. But then I'm done at 12. Around 12, and then I have to drive home. I'm going to Brooklyn tomorrow, which is not I mean, it's kind of far now because I live farther out on Long Island, but I've driven much farther these days for weddings, so it's not too bad. So at least early start, but early to finish. So that's my life. I feel like by the end of these vlogs that I do, like day in the life type vlogs, I am so over filming every second of my day. I don't know how all of these vloggers do it. I really don't. So anyway, that's all the updates that I have for you guys. Life has been busy. There's always, I feel like, so much going on. I'm just hoping my main focus right now is working. I feel like wedding season has been very busy, which is amazing, and it's about to get busier. And then of course, still sticking with my biggest goal of just trying to get back to jiu-jitsu. I hope you guys enjoyed my little day in the life video. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. If there's anything else that you want to see from me, any other questions that you have, any other topics that you want me to talk about, let me know. Leave a comment, message me on Instagram, whatever. And until the next video, I will see you guys next time.